Adderall and these kind of stimulants are supposed to be only prescribed for attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And in certain cases where people clearly have ADHD, they can be helpful with a lot of supervision and other kinds of treatment so that people don't use these things too excessively or too much. The problem, though, that people have is it's well known that people who have the diagnosis of ADHD also frequently have substance abuse problems. And so they're out there using street drugs like methamphetamine and other stimulants which kind of mimic Adderall. So the problem is people really like the feeling they get with Adderall. They get high with it. So they start jacking up the dose and telling the doctor, well, it's not working anymore. And so we see people that have come in that have really gotten to be big doses of Adderall, 60 or 80 milligrams and higher. And the problem is stimulants like that constrict your blood vessels and jack up your blood pressure. And people can have strokes, a number of brain hemorrhages, all serious problems. High blood pressure is a problem when people are chronically taking drugs like Adderall. So we basically work with that, again, by balancing out the brain chemistry. We do the genetic testing to see how the body handles Adderall and other stimulants. Our gene site testing that we use has a specific part that goes to it for stimulants. We have every stimulant that's prescribed now, and it will tell us how your body genetically is handling it, whether you rapidly break it down or you're very slow, and that helps us taper you off that medication effectively. So Adderall also, because it's a dopamine stimulant, causes a lot of problems other than that. And so we can have our naturopath work with you to also naturally build up dopamine. We don't need to be using psychostimulants all the time when we can use natural supplements, to get the same effect. And when we have the detox shop here, for example, then that helps get that Adderall out of your system faster than if you were just trying to do this on your own. So again, it's this integrative approach that we have that makes the difference. And the people who are abusing Adderall are often having underlying psychological problems like depression or anxiety that they're trying to self-medicate with a stimulant. And so that's the place where therapy can help deal with those underlying issues so that they don't need to keep taking drugs like stimulants. And those are all the things we can do here that help with some really problem drugs like Adderall.